Ethan and Emo Rin and even Derp to some degree. And then they brought on Diesel, who was a great support flex player. And now with Joey gone, who was another support flex player, and bringing on Neo, who was really a flex fragger, it's just trying to implement those roles directly takes some work.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Derp kind of step back into a more like supportive role.
And we know he's capable of that.
Yeah, because that's where he started off on this team before he moved into one of the fraggers role, more of support fragger, I suppose.
Well, we'll finally get a chance to see for ourselves here. It's top floor defense, just as we saw previously. Same operator lineup, and hopefully we'll get a chance to highlight that castle barricade and rotate hole for you. It's this same yellow stairs hold as well. There you go. You can see on that screen to your left, the castle barricade being deployed. Also have this bulletproof camera looking down the long desk. Great way for power players to gather any information about that push from the vending machine and utilize the cogs, as you love to say, from this console side, from the bathroom, and prevent that push into that meeting room offside.
So they're one of these teams, huh? One that likes to leave yellow stairs open to some degree, I suppose.
Yeah, mate, that's called meta. That's just the meta these days, bro.
Yeah. But then you got some teams that fully reinforce that up.
Yeah, it's rare. I think that the Capital ban is one way that you could potentially get away with playing harder inside a console, reinforce up that wall. But I think it's just these days the meta is versatility and mobility. And having the ability to peek from the yellow stairs into that console office and deny the plants, that's just so superior to sacrificing reinforcements on that. Diesel, not every day.
It's castled.
Oh, sorry, pardon me. Yeah, it was a bit dark for me.
Here, borrow my glasses.
Yeah, I'll need to borrow your glasses later. Thanks, Warden. saw a comment in chat or something, how Monkey looks like Warden. I'm just going to point out that I love that. Imorin ready to buck open some walls, but he didn't have the information. He didn't realize that it was, in fact, reinforcements covering that wall, preventing him from getting those angles. We've also seen Buck utilized to flush out the position in bathroom from below. Don't believe that's what Emo will be doing just yet.
Well, let's just hope no one drones into the bathroom for August. I heard you can get banned on Twitch for that.
That was not an appropriate comment, but now is that an appropriate shot? Diesel finds Mango's.
Dirty.
Quick one from Derp as well. Surprising, we're seeing so much this gridlock play, and not even with the M249 Saw, my personal favorite. But here we have it, August with a quick leg up, and as you said, that angle as well doing good justice. Here we have Emo with another kill as well. And
no damage done to August.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's all a bit of a storm.
It's just heads up gunfights being won here by August. That's, you know, I don't want to boil it down to that, but that's what it looks like from what we've seen.
A lot of patience, I think, from the August guys and power players potentially, you know, they shouldn't be exposing themselves into these positions. They shouldn't be allowed to die this early, and yet they are. So here we have it, just 2 left. And decent amount of time for August, but this can be a position to stall out. Imorin's in a good spot, but his position likely revealed, and we do have Bondi, who's a great shot, the MP5 ACOG in a strong position. However, this diffuser is nothing likely to prevent it from being planted, and Imorin rotating to a safer position. He's got 2 players searching for him, but he'll find the first one of them, but it's a Doc who'll pick himself back up. Bundy back standing, and there's you have it. Muesli taking on Imorin. Derper with the quick trade, just Muesli left. Derper, 3K for the round. Perfect work from the gridlock.
And that was just way too easy for August.
Yeah, I gotta say, where was the... there was no real response from power players. You know, we had the moment that looked good for power players was just trying to retake bathroom, which is one tiny step. They couldn't hold on to anything that they needed. No bathroom, no yellow stairs. No echo drones to deny that plant and give himself a bit more time.
Immediate bomb site change coming out from power players as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised after that defense. Always nice to switch it up. Lion teased out by Derp. Of course, the Lion now removed from his cage. Allowed
nice.
Back inside the Pro League. I would love to take credit for that one, but I stole it from Intero. He said it before.
Well, he's no longer in quarantine, as they say.
But you know what is quarantine? Rainbow Six Quarantine, revealed at E3.
Yeah, that looks pretty nice.
Wonder if you can play it as Lion in that. You know, he was put into the quarantine. Maybe that's why the quarantine game exists, because that's why Lion had to be removed from Pro League, because he was put into quarantine. That's how the quarantine game got developed.
Wait, isn't he, what, like a pathological expert? Is that the right word?
I don't know.
A pathogen?
Pathogen expert? Isn't pathological like... That's something
like
different,
mental,
right?
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's... I'm just waiting for chat to tell us how wrong we are about everything.
Come on, Mr. Pathogen expert, tell me.
Yeah, please. I'm sure we have some pathogen experts in chat. All right, Ocean Man's going to drop downstairs, head back to site. Still one Black Mirror remaining. It looks like he may well place it on the garage.
Okay.
A strategy we've seen a few times before. The key idea here is to deny thermite charges on that main wall using impacts or C4. But guess what August aren't bringing? That's a thermite.
Yeah, you spoke about how it was, in your opinion, imperative that you bring a thermite on this bomb site?
For most takes.
Well, they didn't bring one last round either, so...
No. August just don't seem to mind. Oh, I don't know. It depends. Difficult to say, I guess. Look, I'm just going to wait and see if August can pull it off, and if they do, then we can analyze why it worked out.
And if not, we can say, ha! You need to bring a thermite.
Yeah, well, good map control taken for August, though, and you know, it's still the option open for that rear take from the east side of the map.
Lots of camera duty coming out here from Ocean Man.
Yeah, there you go. Actually sitting on top of the captured drone by Mangoes. Mozzie and Gridlock together in a round here of the ANZ Pro League. Exciting to see. Hard hold inside of bathroom from power plays. Still some presence downstairs. No Nomad brought by August yet, as it was banned, of course.
You know,
I wonder if the Gridlock is actually a substitute for that Nomad.
I'm thinking that, yeah, Gridlock would be great while you're going for the plant on this bomb site, especially when they have to run down the avenues between cars and such.
Still some patience being used here by August. Just very cautious, this player inside of the bathroom, looking to deal with them as safely as possible. A frag grenade goes out, doesn't find a thing. Oh, a C4 perfectly placed by Mangoes. What a play. Excellent game sense, excellent mechanical skill to get that throw, but Ethan will double down here for August, more than making up for what was lost in Emo Rin. August in a great position now.
Yeah, 4-on-3, only down Emo Rin. Though he won't be mulching up that piano floor, though. We go Ethan with his third. Derpe has been downed, however. Is Ethan on for the ace here?
Starting to oh, what was that, Diesel? Absolutely dirty, and that's the last two kills. It's a full house for Ethan and Diesel. Excellent job here, just perfectly pre-firing that one spot, and excellent recoil control on the Type 89 as well.
What's with Diesel hitting the dirtiest shots?
Yeah, it's funny. You usually see that from the the fancy fraggers, but Diesel's a modest support player.
Someone get him a broom and a dustpan, please.
Why? Because it was dirty?
Well, he's been cleaning up, that's why.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and because it was dirty.
Because it was dirty?
Yeah, sure. It was just such nuts shots.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Back to garage, though.
Yeah, look. And here we go, thermite being taken. I think August thinking, look, we got that without even having to touch the garage wall. Power plays could simply adapt to that round, learn from their mistakes, and not play as aggressively. It would struggle a lot more. So August think, let's cover all our bases. We don't really need the Gridlock. Doesn't quite do the same thing as a Nomad. We still lost players to flanks, so bring the thermite anyhow.
The range on that super shorty for the hatch, though. I never knew you could be that close, that far away. Still open it.
A lot of people really praise the super shorty. Great shotgun for destruction. Very effective, despite only having those 3 rounds, 3 shells can be loaded at the same time.
Before the gun experts get mad at you.
I'm sure there are plenty out there who are going to have a go at me for saying clip instead of magazine.
Just put it down to being Australian.
Exactly. We'll go with that. But once again, it's Mangoes on the Mozzie. A pick I like. I just love that we get to see so much of it. And last round, you know, a C4 kill. Excellent use of Mozzie's kit and the information gathered by presumably his drivers.
It just all makes sense, doesn't it? How Mozzie's kit's put together. We just love him because he's Australian, though, don't we, Dev?
Mozzie the Aussie. Mozzie, Mozzie, Mozzie.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hope everyone at home just said oi, oi, oi.
Yeah, that's why we left a pause for you guys to say that.
Yeah, it's just like you're here along with us.
It's the interactive portion of the of the show.
The interactive portion of your program has now finished.
All right, so downstairs we got a lot of drone denial. You know, power players not only have the Mozzie but also the Mute. And in tandem, we'll have Casper with the KE to deny that main wall. Power players really emphasizing that, bringing that to the forefront, denying information and breaching, and it looks like it may well do the job. August do have the Thatcher to clear out a lot of that utility, but they need the information. IQ can help with that, but I think a lot of this will come down to how effectively August can take control of the map and start leveraging this utility that they have brought.
Well, they'll need to speed it up a bit because it really seems like they're, I don't know, you know, measuring twice rather than just the once over.
You get the cut just right, but doesn't work too well if you don't have time.
We're on a schedule here.
Yeah, and look at all this patience. So this is great, you know. Power plays have adapted. Last round, they really just lost. Oh, there you go. Diesel lost his drone there. Really, power players lost because they kept peeking out. And this round, August have delayed so much time, and they're waiting, holding these angles, but power plays, they're the ones that are finding these kills. Sorry, they're like denying the ability for August to find these kills just by not peeking. Now, Mangoes is gathering all sorts of information about where the August players are. There's actually a player inside of server who doesn't check this angle. Mangoes may find a kill.
Surely he does. Pushing on up here while...
No way! There's Ethan gone down. The P10 Roni doing just enough damage. First player of August off the board, and now Mangoes can live drone the Jaeger to flank Yellow Stairs. Player downed by Ocean Man C4. Everything's looking to go perfectly for power players. Muesli will finish that one off. May well have seen that the diffuser was dropped. I think that was a KE charge to trick the
I thought it was an impact.
Surely not. Was it out through the mirror window potentially? Now, yep, there you go. That's it. Now Derp has no choice but to put the thermite charge in a very difficult position. Has to jump straight on in. He finds the first kill, but it's a bloodbath. Neophyte is the only one left standing for August, and Ocean Man will clean him up as well. No exceptions taken by the mirror, and everything is strategically functioning perfectly for power plays.
Neophyte will be kicking himself for not landing that shot. But, yeah, it was probably all over Red Rover at that point, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've got to say, I'm seeing a lot of new things here from power plays, and a lot of old ideas that are being, you know, rejuvenated with some new life and working out perfectly.
So, if you're trying to open up Garage and you've got a mirror on it, you pop the mirror and toss out an impact grenade.
Have you not seen that before?
No, I have. My first thought was, you know, they didn't do it when there was a Habana on the board because it's going to be pretty much the same size hole for one Habana. When it's at Thermite, that's when we saw it come out.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And I guess, you know, it works, especially in tandem with the Kaid. You have some indication of when they're going to start going for those thermite charges, in lieu of the fact that a Thatcher will probably be just beforehand to remove that Kaid charge. Anyhow, though, power plays, always a good defense. Strategically, everything worked perfectly. And look, that's the key for power plays here. They are seemingly a very strat-heavy team. They have a clear idea of how they want to play this. It's the same on this top floor, you know, bringing unique twists to this defense. And on the bottom floor, they made the right adaptations. Let's see if they can do the same here.
What do you think of just the one castle barricade on the console office there?
I like it. It changes what angles are available. And it's a system where August might not think it's worth actually removing that castle barricade. If that's the case, then you are actually restricting the angles, and more importantly, as a defender inside a console office, peeking onto those windows, you only have to watch one window now. You don't have to worry about as many angles.
Fair enough point.
You ring some ears.
So what's the play here for power plays? Trying to switch things
Don't
up.
peek.
Is that the key, the singular key that's going to get them this round?
You know, I honestly didn't see how the majority of the early ones died last round, so I don't know if they were peeking or not. This is Emo Ring going to deny the bathroom from below, of course.
Strong position as well. Derper now knowing that he'll be not attacking that downstairs. Brings back the gridlock. I do really feel like he'd prefer the Nomad, but we know he's good with the F90, so that's something.
Yeah, gonna chuck down the track stingers. I don't know, on paper it really feels like a fairly weak utility, doesn't it?
I think that's the thing, you know. You only have to shoot one or two and you can run through, but hey, we've clearly seen that, you know, the just pick rate today in the ANZ Pro League shows that a lot of teams do believe gridlock has value. Droning out this downstairs, ensuring that there's no one poised to activate upon some vertical pressure.
Interesting that Ethan's the one droning for himself. No,
That's just a way with Ethan, though. He's
right,
always
he's like
the X factor.
the individual kind of player for Auglis here.
Yeah, that's what I often see.
Oh,
He wants to push up those yellow stairs. He's
baited.
baited out that one C4. Looking to push up again. We know he's a good player in terms of the individual gunfights. He knows he doesn't have to worry about lesion mines. He's checked, but doesn't realize there's a player waiting for him. That's Muesli to find two. On the rappel in, Ammo finds nothing. No Capitao here to restrict Muesli's mobility. No grenades activated either.
No one droning for Ethan.
Yeah, there you go. Highlights the issue you mentioned before. August will have to go back to the drawing board. Just the 3 players left.
It's not over just yet,
It's
but
getting
probably.
close. It's getting close, 30 seconds. Diesel, though, will attempt to find this with the bearing. And
Muesli.
there you go. Muesli likely to find... Oh, he doesn't need to find the ace. He has single-handedly won this round. Bit fed by Auglis. Casper will claim the last life of Auglis, but power players are evening up this game 2-2. We're expecting a bit of a shutout,
Yeah.
but I certainly have to say power plays have not disappointed.
Also, we saw that little flawless round graphic. You know, I'm really liking this little update to the spectator experience.
Yeah, I love knowing how many kills players have when they find a second, when they find a third. I do really love that, and it reminds me of being at these finals events when the full API is in swing and you have the...
Oh yeah, you get to see that live, don't you?
You know what we get to see live right now? The Legion Elite skin for the first time. Nanotox 32.
That
Isn't-
sounds like such a...
It sounds like something you'd find at the chemist.
I was going to say, it sounds like, I don't know, just super generic.
Yeah? I just want to say, that is a very attractive Legion.
He's like a what's it called? A grizzled old man, kind of war-hardened, is that?
Yeah, he looks very very experienced, and hey, look, it's a cool outfit. Let's hope we get to see it in action later on. I think you know, there was a hugely positive reception for this Legion Elite skin for the first time.
The impressive part is they managed to keep it quiet. no leaks on this one.
Yeah, it's always hard, isn't it? But hey, great reaction at the end of the day. Let's take a look now, though. It's been a top 4 successful defense, so we'll see power players now head to the middle floor, not experimenting with that new bomb site, just trying the middle floor this time.
ADS deployed and ready to go.
All right, then. Heavy presence over towards V's office here.
I really think that admin is a great place to start your take on Consulate.
Yeah.
But it can be very difficult if there is presence inside there. Players who just play patiently and wait for you to rappel in, it can be very difficult to deal with. You need some frag grenades.
Yeah.
They can be always very difficult to land. I love this vertical angle to take out that camera.
It's such a tell.
I love it.
Shot a drone head on.
Easy free kill with a C4, and all you'll do is lose a camera.
You reckon if you place the C4 there,
Yeah,
you reckon you'll get a kill?
I wouldn't be surprised.
So how do you know that they're going to do it? How do you know when to blow the C4?
I don't know, wait till the camera's destroyed. You can put it like far enough away.
Yeah, I guess you could try that.
Yeah.
Clip
Especially with
next
teams that
next
do
time
it.
you make that work, clip it for me.
Do you think I'm going to be trying to use...
You're probably not playing against anyone who's using that angle. Oh, well.
I'm offended.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it
No,
like
no,
that.
it's just...
I just want to point out Neophyter playing Thatcher right now with the Fnatic skin. His former team. Still paying homage. As many players do in the ANZ scene. You know, we all want to pay homage to our scene and our teams. And Fnatic is the only ANZ team to have the pilot program so far, at least in that first run of the pilot program. New pilot program coming soon. Very excited.
Is that a leak, Dev?
No. Everyone has known for quite some time. Applications were open. Applications closed.
So when do the casters get their own skins?
That's a great question, Monkey Fists. We'll get on a call later tonight to talk about it. I just want my my Bearing 9 to have this giant moustache.
I think your skin would be like, what's the makeup?
It's some lipstick, I think. I'm pretty sure there is a lipstick charm, something like that already.
Yeah.
I'll have to make sure I use it on all my weapons. Neophyter finds the first blood, and we've had 2.5 minutes here where we're just here talking about nothing, because there's nothing to talk about. No real action from Orgless, who really need to be taking the initiative.
Oh, here they
it
go.
looks like an absolute blitz. Neophyter finds the first 2 kills, and the rest of the team all move in. No! Imorin, look to your right. What are you doing? Casper's in there, but he gets traded immediately by Diesel. A perfect position, 15 seconds to go. Just Mango's left. We know he's good, but I don't think he's good enough to make this retake happen. He's waiting for that main push into that front lobby, but no one there just yet. Player on the rappel. Neophyter's done so much work from this position so far. Mangoes gets past scot-free, but now moving downstairs. He's received by Ethan. There you have it. Orgless break ahead, 3-2.
There we go indeed.
So is the strat, Monkey, just wait around for 2.5 minutes and then all rush in the same area while you have Neophyter holding an angle up top?
He's just holding a rotate as well. Like, it's...
I can't believe that worked.
Yeah.
You know, 2.5 minutes of preparation, 30 seconds execution, really 15 seconds of execution, because that plant was going down at 15 left on the clock. Excellent work from Orgless. Still, a bit dangerous. If Power Plays had perhaps found the first frag on the entry, the story would have been different. Nonetheless, last round for Power Players to make an impact on their defenses. 3 rounds on the defense is a decent job against Orgless if they can master this next one.
Right then, into final round of the half here. I don't know, has this Mozzie been working? Like we saw, what, one good sequence?
I think that the question is more like, what are you missing? And would that thing bring more value? Because I think especially on that downstairs, which is where we're returning right now, Power Play's made great use of the Mozzie. My question is just, is there something else that you need more? The last time we saw Power Players defend this bomb site, everything worked out for them. It was, what, a flawless round? Or near enough? So, I gotta say, you can't call them up on that operator pick just yet.
Fair point.
I just find it crazy that we're not seeing any, like, you know, Maestro and Echo are huge operators, and when one's banned, as it so often is, you usually see the other one. But we haven't seen much Echo play from Power Plays. I had it on some previous rounds, that last one, but this downstairs, it just doesn't, it's not part of their strat. They focus so much on this denial.
Yeah, it's a good point. None of those operators coming on out at all.
The key here in this round is drone and wall denial for Power Plays.
Is to what? Sorry, drone?
Drone and wall denial.
Ah, yeah.
Denial of the walls, denial of the drone. And, you know, it's funny, how many operators are you investing into that wall denial? You know, you've got the mirror, you've got the Kaid, potentially even the mute. And how many are you investing in the drone denial? You've got 2. You've got the Mozzie and the mute. You can see Orgless countering that Mozzie positioning by using some jumping and some Thatcher EMPs. Maybe to help him control bathroom a bit earlier on this time. Great job so far. Look at that progress just within 1 minute. Hatch open.
Hatch was opened by the defenders. Of
Yeah, so that was really good progress,
Yeah.
wasn't it, then? Well, an angle over the hatch open, I guess, is what I meant. Bathroom clear as well. I'm not sure if August are aware.
Looks like, yeah, power play's just defaulted back to site. You think you're hunting roamers, but you're just hunting shadows right now.
That's why we need to see the drones come out. Once you do open up that Hibana hole to cover the hatch, you really can't play in there anymore, because if you want to get a rotate safely out of there, you're falling straight into an angle that's likely being held by the attackers in lieu of that Hibana hole. So if you want to go for that that position, you really need to be doing it earlier on.
I think this is that part of the round where August are doing nothing again.
Yeah, I think we're about there. We have a player inside of Visa, not quite sure what Derp is doing. If he could take control of the spiral stairs where he's drone just now, that'd be hugely beneficial. He could cut off these two players who are playing in the server, but looks like they're poised to flank, and if Mangoes has information based on a drone that he's caught with one of his pests, that's super useful.
Did the impact go off, or did the thermite didn't quite catch?
Oh, so hard to see. Yeah, it worked. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Diesel's still really struggling with this. I'm surprised that power players are managing to get this strategy so effectively, and meanwhile, elsewhere, Ocean Man takes down one of the key fraggers from August. Without the fangs of Ethan, it'll be just a little bit more difficult.
Oh, C4 going to come on up, but Emo Rin can escape that one.
Oh, wow. He's looking for that Pipes player, but that was Ocean Man who pushed up very aggressively towards the yellow stairs and now is taken out. Mangoes as well on this flank. Took a bit of damage, but finishes off Derper. Another kill for Mangoes here. Just Diesel outside everything. No, he's inside now, and he's having a party with Bundy out here. Is ready for him. There you go. Power plays even up their half, 3-3.
Party with Bundy. It wouldn't be ANZ without it, would it?
No. So what happened there for the defense, power players, and what's preventing August on these attacks?
Well, I suppose opening up that garage really had something to do with it.
So what do we need to see from August? Is it just the fact that their strategy of trying to open up the garage for the thermite charge is just not possible with the mirror there? My question mark is, we have a buck in piano. Why isn't he denying that position of the mirror? Now, why isn't he preventing anyone from
He could open the mirror
tricking?
himself, yeah.
Yeah, but there was a player playing near the mirror, right?
It's
And there was a
playing
player
behind Van,
impact tricking.
yeah.
Yeah, you can deny all those positions
Yeah.
using the buck.
Maybe just slight missed timings here from August.
I really think that the Nomad ban is heavily affecting August as well. Power plays went for that flank. We saw the Mozzie player, Mangoes, get a 2K.
Yeah, I'm surprised that managed to come off. Like, was there no flank watch? Well, I suppose they're missing their Nomad then.
Exactly. Anyhow, switch time. We know we are kind of in a defensive favored meta at the moment, but who knows? New season, right? New meta, new operators in the mix, of which we've seen a huge amount of in this match. Gridlock and Mozzie both seem to be favorites on Consulate. Now August head to their defense. They'll go upstairs. They're two embracing the cogs, this time a Rook instead of a Doc.
And the Mozzie.
The Mozzie, of course. They really like their drones, right? They've got the Echo, and they like their drones so much that Echo isn't enough. They also want to steal some of the attackers as well.
When you've got 3 entry fraggers to drone in, it's fair enough.
Yeah, well, see how effective it can be. August really struggled taking on yellow stairs last time. They were attacking it. If they're defending, we'll see if similar strategy is applied. Imorin does find that early pick, though. Not sure whether that was just an early breach into admin, perhaps?
Well, yeah, it sounded like he got aggressive, or maybe went for a bit of a peek.
Could have been a spawn peek. Muesli's off the board regardless. He's a great Jaeger player for power players on the attack. I haven't seen as much from him. Looks like admin does appear to be the first step for the power players attack. Droning it out now, despite losing that first player, and Ocean Man barely gets any information as he sends his drone into the yellow stairs. Taking out the default cam a little bit too late.
Yeah, send his drone in just to be taken down. Is this getting to the same point in the round, Dev? I think, like, you know what I love to say about console? It's so hard to gain meaningful map control, and I feel like that's what's slowing both teams down here.
Yeah, it's absolutely fair enough. But finally, Casper's made some progress there.
Made a play.
Got himself into admin, cutting off some rotation holes, enabling, I guess, some more angles to be utilized. Still, though, this isn't the whole story. You know, if you want to do this long desk side take, oh, okay, I like that. So that's another way to watch the flank. Still, if you want to do this long desk take, you need to really be prepared to counter everything August are prepared for it. Namely, you know, we've got these ACOGs. We've got Neofighter as well, playing the Rook, likely looking down this long angle. But in fact, it's Emorin to do some damage here, find his second kill of the round onto Ocean Man. To the key players from power plays taken out. No more hard reach. Able to clear out this meeting room. Mango's will have to do that from this rappel.
Oh, he's very close there. Does a bit of damage, I believe.
If you don't know, they've actually changed some of the way destruction works, soft destruction, so it can be more difficult now to actually deal damage through some objects. It's a very difficult position, and that's a shot. Diesel shouldn't be landing. Diffuser as well, lying in wait outside. Diesel's in a great position, but he needs to stay alive as long as possible. Oh, maybe it doesn't even matter. That's a flawless round for August on their first defense.
Oof. Nice shot. But now that August are on defense, are we kind of expecting them to just close it out from here, Dev?
I don't know. That round does hint us in towards that direction, but that said, we've got a few more bomb sites we'll have to experiment with, and on console, every single bomb site is very different. Your attack is very different, your defense is very different, the utility required can be very different. This time we'll go to lobby. No.
Still both Aussie operators.
I love it. I love it. No thermite brought by power players. I wonder if they are aware that August tend to go lobby as their second bomb site, or at least that's what they're showing us at the moment. But they are bringing the Lion. We haven't seen very much Lion yet in the ANZ Pro League. Seen a little bit of it overseas.
Isn't this the first time we're seeing it in the ANZ Pro League?
I think you're right. First time in the ANZ Pro League for a very long time, ever since his quarantine.
His uncaging.
Uncaging release, I guess. I don't know. What do you think?
Uncaging.
Uncaging, yeah. Is there kind of some imagery there? I don't know why, but all these metaphors, I'm really taking it literally. Like I'm seeing a lion right now in my head, you know, in my mind's eye.
Being uncaged.
Being uncaged. It's very, very powerful imagery. But will it make any difference? Hard to call at the moment. You know, Lion's nerf was significant, but the core of the operator still stands. It disincentivizes movement and gathers information.
Just stand still, dot. Dot. Dot.
So will this Lion make the difference on this attack, though?
Just wanted to make sure his EE1D was still up there.
Looking up for inspiration. Well, we know how much power players enjoyed the Mozzie on defense. Maybe they just love drones so much they want to bring an extra one on attack.
Potentially. Once again, it's a different time, but it really feels like people just holding angles, defenders just holding angles, one attacker moving after a drone's something 5 times.
Yeah, but the attackers have taken this control still. No full
that's
top
more like
floor.
it.
That long desk battle will be a difficult one to contend with, especially since Casper doesn't have that ACOG. Destroys one, I believe, Maestro. Evil Eye, which is always great. Now opening up some holes into meeting where Diesel's wreaking some havoc. Takes down Mango's nice and early, but a grenade should help out a little bit. That said, no one is watching Diesel. If he peeks out right now, may well find a kill. The Claymore actually could be, I think, preventing that. Lion charge should make this happen. A frag grenade surely closes the deal, but no! How is Diesel still alive? Inside of Projector, finally he gets another kill. Casper needs to take things into his own hands, but still can't secure it, and Neofighter's covering his back. This has been an excellent hold of top floor by Diesel and Neofighter, and now August can sit pretty downstairs.
Well, some great fuel efficiency there on Diesel's part.
Swapping mags.
Too stretchy.
Nah, it's good.
That's good.
I like it.
Well, Bundy and Ocean Man with a bit of a mountain to climb here. They've got to find 4 members of August. Of course, Diesel has been tagged up to, 10 HP. but this is a mostly unwinnable situation. It's going to require a few nice shots, make those to the head, and maybe a little bit of divine intervention.
Ocean Man
Take me by the hand.
seems to be the play. Very separated
that's
from
not
Bundy.
the play.
Ethan getting that C4 kill. Just Bundy left over. Ethan going for this flank as well. Not sure there is a drone to watch. Just the Claymore. Bundy going down the spiral stairs now. 20 seconds. No chance he's going to win this on gunfights. 4 players, very spread out. He has to go for a plant, but he doesn't have the diffuser inside either. This is pretty much the story already written. And thank you, Derp, for that show of whatever that was.
Reported.
Look at this. I love it. I want to a winky face. I love it. Cheers. I want to give you some extra credit to that joke you made earlier about the fuel efficiency for diesel.
It was too much of a stretch.
No,
I
it was
reckon.
good. I especially love it because smokes gas for our perhaps more North American viewers. Fuel, and then I don't know. Whenever I used to have diesel in one of my Discord servers, and I nicknamed him to petrol because. You know, that's what we call it here in Australia for most of our cars are fueled by petrol.
Sounds like such a British word, doesn't it?
Does it?
Don't you reckon?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Just call it petroleum.
No, that's definitely not it. But the real question is, Monkey, gas, petrol, diesel, where are you going to all get this when you're in Australia? Where do you head when you know you need some?
Servo.
Obviously. Head into the servo.
Like, you know, people might think that this kind of slang we use is a joke, but no, I use that kind of slang.
Every day. Every day. I mean, what is a gas station? I don't know. I like that. So Ethan's already got himself
a pest.
Yeah, there you go. Ethan's already got himself the 1 drone. Not sure what the idea is here, opening up that whole wall.
Well, they don't have a mirror. Maybe they just want a spot for them to throw their impact grenades at.
Maybe?
Well, no. But
No. Like, so what I was thinking, you know, a Maestro device you can place outside if you open up a rotate hole. They changed the way that sound propagation works, and no longer, I believe the fix was intended to prevent opening up wall. You know, people used to smack walls before reinforcing them so that they get better audio through the reinforced wall. And maybe completely opening up the wall and then reinforcing over it is the new way to, I don't know, get better audio.
Yeah, it is fully reinforced.
You have to ask August about that one. Nonetheless, look at how much information these Mozzie drones can be capturing. Usually getting nice on inside quick. This Lion, don't believe we saw many of those EE1Ds utilized in the previous round. Power players really couldn't contain August when it came down to it. Saw the one used in vain to try to kill Diesel. Ethan making himself at home in the server room at the moment. That's downstairs.
Just
in
remodeling.
Yeah, doing a little bit of remodeling. Giving himself some information. I think that's grossly underestimated. Opening up some floorboards and being able to hear and potentially even see through specific areas gives you a ton of information.
Well, I don't know about you, but most people want their houses to be nice and snug and warm. Not.
It's all right. This isn't a house. This is consulate.
Oh, okay. All consulates need to be drafty, do they?
Yeah.
Well, he's going to use this drone. Ethan was solo droning earlier. Now he can solo drone again.
IQ's not having any of it. Bundy, though, will find the first kill. Bandit gone down. Likely a pick utilized to Bandit trick. Wow. These holes perfectly placed. Ethan doesn't realize, but he's just a hair's breadth away from one of these players. His drone is in a perfect position. He spots out that Lion. Now he'll be aware and try to find this angle.
C4.
He wants to go for a C4. No way is this going to work.
Yeet.
Surely, this is one way for a Lion to go
no.
out, but he needs a teammate to get on that drone to confirm that he's still there. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. The teammate said, nope, he's gone. And Ethan says, unfortunately, I missed the opportunity. We'll try it again later. Just 50 seconds now for power players to get their affairs in order.
Someone tell Ethan he needs to risk it for the biscuit. Just go for it.
It looks like that's the play for the power plays at the moment with the Lion charge exceeding. This is really the time when we see push come to shove. Ocean Man struggling to find a position where he can plant, and looks like his behind is exposed, trying to plant around this area. Diesel completely locking down the plant spot. Ethan in a perfect position to deny this plant with a C4.
Hello?
Where is this plant? Halfway
Oh,
down.
Diesel.
Diesel's in such a good spot, but he's taken down. No way is this possible. Ethan on the prone up. Mangos is in a great position. Now trapped him in the corner though, and Ocean Man, surely this isn't a salvage for the round of power plays. Derper in a great position for the retake. But now with the attackers playing patient, it's a Herculean task ahead of him.
1v2 Derpe on the Echo. He's going to have to venture outside for this one. Oh, he knows he's in the corner.
Oh,
He's
no
going to
way.
land that. Where's the follow-up, however, from Muesli? No, he's not exposing himself just yet. Derp's going to tap it. Surely Muesli's going to make his move now.
Oh
Derpe!
my God!
Does he have enough time? I think he does. It's pretty close. It's going to be close.
He's got it.
He's got it.
100%.
100%. What a clutch. You know, we spoke about Derpe. Oh, he took over that fragging role. But that was some pure fragging, my friend.
Excellent game sense, excellent timing, excellent mechanical skill, excellent patience, and I can't believe he pulls that off. You know, we've
1v3?
For 1v4, I believe, because he got the first kill on the player at the white van, and then takes on the first player. Oh no, maybe it was 1v3. I don't know. It's the second significant 1vx. You know, it was more than 3 that we've seen tonight.
Anything Virtue can do, I can do better, he says.
Yeah.
Well, okay, maybe not better. More spectacularly. Okay, no, maybe
bit
not
of a different
spectacular.
story, right? You know, Jaeger clutch versus an Echo clutch.
Yeah.
Bit of a different story, but hey, it was good. Hats off to Derper. We're now looking at a very one-sided scoreline. Things have turned on its head. What could have been a close game is looking to be a nice, comfortable one for August.
Well, Rook coming out once again. You mentioned it was a bit strange. Like, Doc is normally the kind of ACOG pick we see.
August just love their Rook, though. We used to see a lot of Derper playing Rook on Bank.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it comes down to, well, I guess it depends. On this specific site, with no Capital, those Rook plates are definitely helping you against the frag grenades. Any frag grenades on yellow stairs, which is that key position. Any frag grenades in meeting, which is also a key position for your smoke, potentially. So maybe a bit more useful than a dock, whereas a dock has to have a specific line of sight to the player. Who knows?
Well, maybe I'll ask in the interview after, assuming it's going to be August.
Yeah, well, it's a valid assumption at this stage, and I guess that's a great thing that we do have now, the ability to ask these teams in their interviews, get an idea
Who, what,
of,
when, where, how, what?
yeah, exactly. Not just the what, but all the other W's and the H, obviously.
And the H. Don't forget the H.
Can't forget the H. All right. So this attack from power plays starting to shape up. This site can be very unwieldy to attack. Very, very difficult. Last time they attacked it, they started off, there was a pick against them. So when you're starting an attack and the first thing is that you've lost a player and you've lost that utility along with it, it really stunts your attack. Now, fortunately for them, they haven't had that hurdle. Still, a lot of work to be done. 1 minute goes down.
We're just going to hold this upside down angle. It's become so common, hasn't it?
Yeah. Not even a Blackbeard is required.
Oh.
Oh, it's close for Bundy. Deals a bit of damage on a Diesel. Not an operator you want to lose at this point.
It really seemed like he just
Oh,
wasn't
no
ready,
way!
but oh!
Diesel managed to get off 2 shots and still didn't connect enough damage. That
He
is
didn't believe in it.
dire circumstances, and another pick as well for power plays. Things looking pretty up. Usually does go down though, and Mango's as to that. Courtesy of Ethan.
So it looked like Derp was going to go for a run out.
No, we do have a rappel in though into the bathroom. Still control of yellow stairs secured from a flank from Emorin, and he'll take out the player inside of the bathroom. Casper pushing up yellow now. That barbed wire being the death of him, and Ethan down below in conjunction with Emorin secures that kill. Ocean Man doing some work now in the bomb site. It's the last one left.
Look how much time there is on the clock. He also has diffuser. Oh, the shot's coming at him through the floor. But he feels like he has to plant here.
Yeah, the key question is where the Echo drones are in their position to ping out
Yeah.
Ocean Man. There you go. Ethan had the information. That's good half. Excellent game from August. Excellent play from Ethan at the end there. And there you have it. 7-3.
7-3. Well, you know, that was my prediction earlier for a completely different game.
So it's almost like we can pretend that you were right.
Essentially the same.
Almost.
Essentially.
Yeah, not quite there. Can't pay that one. Love that one. And look at that MVP for Diesel. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. 10 for Ethan. Very well spread, though. Especially Diesel. And Neofighter is notably not a notable player.
I think what's more notable is that Emo Rin had an average game, but 6 assists. Like, he had, I think, 5 kills, 6 assists or something like that. That's the surprising part for me about that scoreline.